here we are, guys. You know, a record-breaking deal for Crosby. This, that, and the other. There's been some defenses, you know, some things. We talked about it a little. What we've got this week going beyond the division is our all-time defense, guys. So the way this is going to work, what do you want to do? Do you want to? We'll go player for player, position for position.
Yep.
So the way we've got this pre-planned is we're going to name 14 players, guys. That's basically a full lineup of starters, 11 guys, and then 3 subs. A sub for the secondary, a sub for the linebacker, and a sub for the D-line.
Yep.
So I think that's pretty reasonable to have a sub-in guy. The way I'm going to work it is I'm just going to run a basic 4-3.
That's what I'm doing too. Just keep it simple.
Yep. If I want to get a little more specific just to add a little fun to it, I'm probably... If I could run the 4-3 the way I want to, I'm probably running a lot of Tampa 2.
For sure.
And I'm running a lot of, like, high-pressure man blitz. I'm either running, like, Tampa 2 high-pressure man blitz and, like, you know, maybe you sprinkle in a little cover 4 or something here or there just to mix it. I don't know. But I'm running all... So that's how I'm probably positioning my defense.
Yes.
Do you have anything you want to add before we get started, or...
No, just like I said, I'm going to go 4-3-2. Once again, it's just a basic defense.
Yeah, nice, you know, simple enough. You can give everybody some love.
Once again, defensive line, I need 4 dudes up there because we got stopping the run. That's going to be my main pressure.
I'm telling you,
so
is as we've seen time in and time out, getting pressure on the quarterback is the way to beat elite level offenses and elite level quarterbacks. And if you can do it with the 4 and drop your other guys,
you're golden.
If you've got 4 badasses,
that's all you need.
Dude, that's hard to beat. So, I say let's start at the D-line.
That's where I plan.
All right. So let's go ahead. You know what, Quill? You go first. Give me your starting right end.
All right. So my starting right end, and when we
D interchangeable. You know.
Yeah. For sure. When we get into our subs, this is a little thing.
Mm-hmm.
My sub and my starters, they're very closely interchangeable. Case.
A lot of these guys this is all-time defense. Any of these guys could be argued interchangeable.
So I had to put my edge. Obviously, I had to give him his roses. Myles Garrett.
Okay, you got Myles. That's a good one.
Yep, like I said, won the old defensive play of the year. Not obviously last year, but the year before. So he's my dog. So we have to go with him.
Okay. So I guess we'll just say right end, D end. I've had a lot of talk about this. And a lot of thought. As much as I want to, I'm changing it. All right, I'm changing it now.
Yep, we thought it.
I did. I'm going Bruce Smith.
I thought about putting him too.
Bruce Smith is the all-time sack leader. 200 sacks. I mean, does he get remembered as much as maybe he should? He was on the Buffalo 4 Super Bowl teams that never won. Great player. I mean, you can't have the all-time sack leader on your defense. I don't know. That you got, you know. That's my first defensive end. So go ahead and give me your other defensive end.
All right, my second defensive end, I had to go with him, Reggie White.
Reggie White.
Yep.
You know what? I like Reggie White.
198 sacks. I mean, 14 forced fumbles, 3 interceptions, which is pretty dope for an edge.
That is pretty impressive. I'm going to go Reggie White as well. I want to be a little different for a little, but
you have to go Reggie White.
Reggie White is like, if you don't, you're kind of looking foolish.
You are. For sure.
So here's where things might get a little, mixed up or different. But you go first. What's your first defensive tackle?
Defensive tackle, I have to go Aaron Donald. He's probably, arguably, one of the best to ever do it.
So is that your DT1 or your DT2? Where are you lining him up? Is he the one lining up over center?
Yes.
That's your DT1.
DT1, for sure.
Okay. All right, fair enough. I'm going to sit here and say my DT1, Warren Sapp.
Warren Sapp. Okay.
Yeah, and I know maybe there could be some talk about Warren Sapp, but really, Warren Sapp in his prime is probably a top 5 defensive tackle of all time. And is just one of the nastiest, meanest motherfuckers.
Oh, sure.
So I just like the attitude. I'm going Warren Sapp, DT1. This is my defense, damn it.
Yep, that's a.
All right, DT2.
My DT2, I'm going Joe Green.
Mean Joe.
Mean Joe, baby. You have to go with him once again.
Okay, all right. I don't know if you're going to like my number 2.
Who's your number 2?
My DT2, Ndamukong Suh. Again, prime Ndamukong. You got
He
to understand the defense I'm building here. That D line that I just built is all attitude. You got Reggie White and Bruce Smith, the 2 all-time sack leaders on edge, and then you've got Warren Sapp and Ndamukong too, just 2 of the nastiest defensive tackles ever, right in the middle there.
That's fair.
I'm taking that. That's what I got. So, who's your sub D lineman? I guess we'll go that one next.
So my sub D lineman is.
And this is a hard one. He maybe got to be kind of versatile. He's got to play in and out.
I felt like I had to put him on here because I felt bad if I didn't put him.
Uh-huh.
You have to have J.J. Watt because he's possibly once again.
Dude, I talked to you about this where I was like, I think J.J. Watt is maybe the greatest, and I'm going to say it, ahead of Lawrence Taylor. I think J.J. Watt is the greatest defensive player maybe ever.
That's what I'm saying.
And I don't know if I have a spot for him on this defense.
I had to put him, like I said, I believe that too. He probably is one of the greatest defensive players.
I think he might be the greatest ever.
So I felt like if I didn't add him to this, once again, like I said, him and Myles Garrett, I'm going to definitely stick with Reggie White in my starting lineup for sure.
It's just too good,
Him and Myles, though, are very closely interchangeable.
Right.
I had to put Myles into starting because he's my boy, but
I get it.
JJ Watt's better,
So for my sub, and I wanted to give some love to my boy Jason Taylor, Dolphin D lineman, won Defensive Player of the Year, but he just couldn't make. I wanted to give it to him. My sub D lineman is Aaron Donald.
Okay.
Imagine Aaron Donald coming in when a guy gets tired. This is who you got to deal with now that our main guy's tired.
Yeah, he's Aaron Donald.
That's what I got. So that's my D line. I got Bruce Smith, Reggie White, Warren Sapp, Ndamukong Suh, and then Aaron Donald coming in when guys get tired.
That's the same lineup. All right, so do you want to go? Let's move it back. Go
linebackers. Yep. Right. Where do you want to start? Inside or outside? Where do you want to go?
I'm gonna go inside.
All right. So our middle linebacker.
My inside linebacker, Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis.
Yep.
I'm gonna take. I want to be a little different, but I'm taking Ray. I'm taking Ray
that
Lewis.
That man over the middle, insane.
Exactly. So then, who as your right outside?
Right, we're gonna go Lawrence Taylor.
It's a good pick, man. That's a really good pick. So, I did, like I said, I that's why I gave a little specificity to like the type of like system I was running as well.
Yeah.
Derek Brooks.
Okay.
Probably the best coverage linebacker of all time.
Okay.
Like for real, and if we're running Tampa 2, he's kind of what made the Tampa 2 work. That was his, like, you know, Monty Kiffin and all them and everybody made it, but like he was like one of the main players that could make that work as good as it did.
That's fair.
So then your left outside linebacker.
I'm going DeMarcus Ware.
DeMarcus Ware as an outside backer?
Yep.
Even though he's kind of almost like an edge rusher, he's like a stand-up rusher more than anything? Okay.
He's going to be my outside. Like I said, we're going heavy to stop the run. So I want some big body.
All right. So here's like a controversial one for me because he was actually a middle linebacker. I'm taking Urlacher. I think Urlacher would play outside great. So I'm going with Brian Urlacher. That's who I got outside. And then who's your sub?
My sub is Brian Urlacher.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay. My sub, I'm giving a little love to the Dolphins. Zach Thomas.
Yep, I knew it would be.
He's 5'11", really, like the NFL game. He's like 5'10". Like he's not played in a dog era, like Hall of Fame backer. You got to give it. So, all right, then let's start secondary. Who's your? Should we?
You want to go safeties?
I was going to say, how do you want to work this? Do you want to go safeties first, or do you want to go corners? Do you want to go back to corner one first, or do you want to kind of count down to corner one in our secondary on who your number one corner is? Just, I don't know. Is there?
Let's go safeties and then come back.
All right. So who's your safeties? Let's go strong safety first.
My strong safety, I got to go Ed Reed.
Is he a strong safety?
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was a free safety. I'm almost positive he was a free safety. Might have him mixed up.
I might. Maybe, yeah. It could be.
Okay. Because I was going to go Polamalu.
That's okay. Yeah, that's who I'll go.
And then I'm going Ed Reed, strong free safety.
That's my exact line.
Okay, so
I just had him
wherever they're, because I'm, so, and then, free safety, Reed. And then, all right, let's do it. I'm going to go CB2. Who's your cornerback 2?
My cornerback 2 is going to be Darrelle Revis.
Darrelle Revis.
Yep.
That's a good one.
Cornerback 2.
It's a good one. That's a good one. I'm going Champ Bailey.
Champ Bailey?
As my cornerback number 2.
I respect it.
And now, your CB1.
You know who it's got to be?
You going primetime?
The man, the myth, the legend. Deion Sanders, baby.
Okay. I've got a little controversy.
Okay.
As my cornerback 1. I am going, and I don't know if you'll know who this is. I don't know. Darrell Green.
Darrell Green.
Do you know who Darrell Green is?
I've heard of him, but I don't really know his.
He might be, and Deion maybe, I don't know. Darrell Green might be the fastest player in NFL history. And he played for the Washington Redskins in the 80s. And he played until his mid-40s. And he was running a 4.2 in his 40s.
Okay.
And he's a Hall of Fame corner.
Yeah, that's impressive.
I mean, Darrell Green was kind of like Deion before there was Deion.
Deion.
Yeah, in a way. He wasn't quite as, loud, talky. He was a different era. But, the same kind of,
energy,
just speed, chase you down. I'm going Darrell Green.
Darrell Green.
And then your sub?
My sub is Vontae Barber.
Yeah?
Yep, that's my sub.
My sub's primetime.
Primetime? Okay. I
Deion.
expect it. Yeah, you got to have him in there for sure.
Yeah. So, okay, just for reference here, let's go through it. I've got my number 1. All right, so D-line, Bruce Smith, Reggie White, Sapp, Ndamukong Suh with Aaron Donald. Who do you got?
I have Edge, Myles Garrett, Reggie White, tackle Aaron Donald, Joe Green.
Okay.
Joe Mean Green.
Linebackers, I've got Ray Lewis inside, Derek Brooks right, Urlacher left, and then Zach Thomas subbing in.
I got Ray Lewis in the middle. I got Lawrence Taylor and DeMarcus Ware on the outside, and then I got Vino Urlacher as my sub.
Nice. And then obviously we got Polamalu and Reed at safeties.
Yep.
I've got Champ Bailey and Darrell Green with primetime subbing in.
Yep. Deion and Dale Rivas.
Nice.
With Ronnie Barber.
Nice.
Sub.
Nice.
Solid defense.
Guys, I gotta say that. I mean, how good do you think? Do you think that's an unscorable defense?
Unless we go and build the ultimate offense, I feel like you're not scoring very much on my boys.
No, probably not. Right?
No, for sure not.
I would. I just think the D line. I know maybe there's better guys historically. I'm not sure. But I stand on the Warren Sapp, Ndamukong Suh. I was thinking heavily about who I'd have inside, and I was like, Aaron Donald's great, and I was like, that's why I had him as a sub. But man, you just have 2 of the nastiest, dirtiest, just monstrous guys ever.
In fairness, Aaron Donald. I think Aaron Donald is with stat wise, I think he is probably the best.
For sure, he's a monster.
For sure.
But I just don't know. Was Aaron Donald? I guess maybe he did. I mean, how would he not have the attitude? But I'm just I don't feel like he had the attitude Ndamukong Suh had. That dude stomped on a quarterback's head.
You're looking for that straight.
I just want mean, nasty guys down there. But guys, that's what we got for you. So, do you agree? Do you disagree? What's your all-time defense? Let us know in the comments. But for now, Sideline Society, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm Rich.
I'm Quill.
We'll see you next time. We've got the NFC West.
NFC West.
And that'll be wrapping up the divisions.
It will be. Then we can get
into... we'll have to figure some shit out.
We will. We'll still have a couple weeks until the draft.
Yeah, so. we will. But until then, guys, take it easy. We'll see you.
We'll catch you around.